I transmigrated into a story as the toxic male side character, and I'm cornering the female lead in an alley, about to force a kiss. Looking at this future big shot who could crush me with one finger, my legs went weak instantly. Is it too late to start sucking up now? Last night I casually finished reading a novel before bed. Woke up, and the world had changed. I transmigrated into the book as someone with my exact same name. The universally hated toxic male character, Lu Chen. Right now I'm leading a bunch of lackeys, cornering the second female lead, Su Wan. She's pushed against the wall. The blue and white school uniform makes her look delicate. Dark, silky hair draped over her shoulders. A visible bruise on the left corner of her mouth, standing out harshly against her pale skin. Yet her gaze remained silent and defiant. Those eyes looking at me, clear and cold. My legs buckled. Why did I have to wake up at this exact deadly moment? The novel's plot is cliché. Su Wan secretly loved the male lead for years, but due to poverty and being deaf, she buried her feelings deep, choosing to silently protect him. Meanwhile, I'm a spoiled rich kid who fell for her looks and kept harassing her. After publicly confessing and getting rejected, I got pissed and brought people here to corner her. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is, today her grandma had a sudden hypertension crisis. Because I delayed her from going home, she couldn't get medical help in time, and the old woman died. From then on, Su Wan hated me to the bone. Later, when she discovered I was still targeting the male lead, now successful and powerful, she struck with an iron fist, bankrupting my family, and sending me to prison. Today is that point of no return. Looking at that delicate face so close to mine, just one more inch and I could touch her lips. Thinking of my tragic ending in the original story, I trembled and stepped back. Huh? Chengi, what's wrong? You haven't even kissed her yet. Forcing her is no fun. One day she'll be the one begging to kiss me. The moment I finished, the crowd burst into knowing laughter. Chengi's the man! Ha ha ha. Su Wan's expression stayed calm and indifferent, as if none of this concerned her. She grabbed her backpack and walked straight out of the alley, watching her thin figure disappear at the corner. I turned to leave too, but after 2 steps, thinking about her grandma, I couldn't shake the unease. My foot hit something on the ground. I looked down. It was Su Wan's student ID. I picked it up, quickly dismissed the lackeys, got in my family's car, and told the driver to turn around to Su Wan's place immediately. I value my life. Nothing better go wrong. The car stopped near some old tube-style apartment buildings. I just jumped out and spotted Su Wan's figure ahead. She seemed to sense something. Turned around, saw it was me, and frowned slightly. Why are you here? I was anxious, wanting to check on her grandma's condition. On impulse, the words just came out. Isn't it obvious? I followed you. Su Wan stared at me in silence. Seriously, Lu Chen? Even being a creep has basic rules. I paused. Seeing her total rejection, I figured a softer approach would be safer. Steeling myself, I spoke up. I'm already here. Won't you invite me in to sit? Su Wan obviously wasn't going to agree. She just kept staring at me with those cold eyes. Fine, whatever, like I even care. I turned and got in the car. As the car slowly drove toward the intersection, I saw Su Wan in the rearview mirror, walking into that narrow alley. Uncle Lu, drive slowly. I silently counted the time in my head. About 10 minutes later, panicked sounds came from the alley. Is anyone there? Quick, help me call a car. Su Wan, child grandma, was too busy and forgot to come over. Good thing you brought her in time. 20 more minutes and the patient would have been in danger. Hearing the doctor's words, the weight on my chest finally lifted. Good, I safely made it past this crisis. I happily went to pay the hospital fees. This money should at least offset some of the sins I committed against Su Wan before. Lu Chen in the story is a spoiled rich kid, though only a high school senior. His allowance in the bank card is staggering. Compared to me, who grew up in an orphanage, it's like heaven and earth. Besides, this is about my own life. I definitely won't hold back on spending. When I got back outside the ward, I saw Su Wan coming out. She was leaning lightly against the wall, head slightly down. It was dark outside. The hospital corridor reeked of disinfectant. The lights outlined her fragile silhouette. Honestly, with a face like that, who wouldn't be mesmerized? No wonder the Lu Chen in the book was crazy obsessed with her. Su Wan seemed to sense my gaze and turned to look at me. I already paid your grandma's hospital bills. Thank you. I'll pay you back as soon as I can. Su Wan's family was dirt poor. She herself was a senior about to take the college entrance exam. Where would she get that money? Her grades were good enough for the top universities, but in the original story, this incident screwed her over. She bombed the exam and missed her dream school. The original me has to take the blame for that. There's 3 months till the exam now. I have to make sure she can study in peace. But Su Wan's stubborn. Who knows what she'd do to pay me back? I raised an eyebrow. You don't need to pay me back. As repayment, come be my tutor. Su Wan clearly didn't expect me to say that. Can't blame her. The original Lu Chen probably never even cracked open a textbook. From now on, do my homework every day. Plus, give me 3 tutoring sessions a week. At least an hour each. So any problem with that? Those 2 sentences exposed my intentions completely. Sure enough, Su Wan frowned slightly. I took the chance to push further, smiling as I leaned closer. Or you could repay with your body. Be my girlfriend instead. Suwon immediately stepped back, creating distance. A hint of cold detachment flashed in her eyes. Comparing the two, she obviously knew which one to choose. Friday through Sunday, 9 p.m. during evening study hall. I was satisfied, but that good mood vanished the moment I stepped into the classroom. You guys don't know. Yesterday, Lu Chen confessed to Suwon and got rejected. So pathetic. She should look in a mirror, like, with that face. Suwon would go for her? Ha 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 ha!